Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Now, something has been happening in the palace, which seemed like the Ooni of Ife's new order. Why Queen Naomi has been getting the royal treatment, why other Oloris are sidelined. A lot of people are asking what has been going on. Now, when people ask this question, what's going on, they say it is the Ooni of Ife's palace new order. Our people say the spirit that owns the land does not shout, but even the mountains bow before it. Naomi does not need to fight. Her presence alone settles the battle. And everybody knows that is why you see there is this fight against her, this fierce war against Olori Naomi. Dela writes, in the heart of the ancient kingdom of Ile-Ife, a silent, shift is occurring. One not declared by trumpet blast or palace messengers, but by the unmistakable movement of royalty. Okay, Delarai, the whispers are true. There is a new order, under the reign of the Ooni of Ife. At the center of it all stands one woman, Olori, Dr. Prophetess, gorgeous, beautiful Queen Naomi Ogunsi. While other Oloris find themselves increasingly distant from the inner circle of power and favor, Queen Naomi glides through the palace with a grace that seems almost, otherworldly. It is not just because of her beauty or poise, it is something deeper, something sacred. Queen Naomi is not merely a wife to the Ooni of Ife. I've always said that and I will always say it unapologetically. She is in many ways the fulfillment of an ancient prophecy, the living embodiment of divine covenant and the spiritual compass of the throne. Delaram Supu! Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delaram. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the source. It's still on the rails. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you so much. I love you. And my people, if you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button and do not forget to turn on the notification bell and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Daylight, my daylight, my own people. Daylight, my daylight, my super people. You see, royalty in Ile-Ife is not only about beads and crown, about silk and splendor. It's about bloodline, sacrifice, and spiritual authority. The throne is rooted in divine covenant, a lineage that stretches beyond generation into the sacred realm of deities and ancestors. And Queen Naomi, by birth and by calling, I would like to add by inclination, is a child of that same lineage. She descends from the revered priestesses of Ile-Ife. Not priestess, so I don't know if you heard me well. I did not say she descended from the revered priestess of Ile-Ife. I said priestess of Ile-Ife. Priestesses mean from one priestess, one generation, the next generation, she enters the womb of another priestess. And another one, she enters another priestess. So she descended from the, revered priestesses of Ile-Ife. Women whose lives were dedicated to appeasing the gods, interpreting divine will, and upholding the spiritual balance of the land. This is Delaram. Supo! It is not a smart something, my Delarite. Her coming into the palace was not orchestrated by man. It was not orchestrated by Ikpi, Ebony, Blow, Oletika, and Gospulo. It was not the result of strategic alliance or a mere romantic pursuit. It was prophecy. Elders had spoken of her before her feet ever touched the sacred soil of the palace. The oracle had whispered of a woman who would come cloaked in purity, bearing the covenant of peace, and whose word would command the attention of the god. That woman is Dr. Prophetess Olori, gorgeous Queen Naomi. When she spoke, it is not just the palace that listened, it is the spirit that holds sway over the destiny of the land. Her spiritual connection with the Ooni of Ife descends physical intimacy. It is a bond forged in the supernatural. Some say when the Oni prays, it is Queen Naomi's voice that completes his invocation. Some say when decisions of national importance are made behind closed doors, her spiritual insight guides his step. And though the journey has not been easy, Queen Naomi has known pain, rejection, and spiritual battles. She has walked through fire and came out as gold. She has endured storm that would have, swept away the weak. Faced wars, both seen and unseen, and still stands tall in divine elegance. She has sacrificed, she has won, she has, bled for the peace. She now embodies, okay? She bled for that peace that she now embodies. Now, when people say, why are they treating her so, uniquely? Why does they only, how can a monarch be running after a mere mortal like that? Should they say Ooni of Ife is the only living deity? Why is he running over Naomi? Naomi, I am explaining this so that those of you who do not know will understand. I know those who do not know are not Delarites. They visit and they go. My Delarites, they know this, okay? Other Oloris may have entered the palace with ambition or charm, but Queen Naomi entered with calling. She didn't come to complete, she came to fulfill. And now the favor she enjoys from the Ooni of Ife is not favoritism. It is alignment. It is the recognition of divine order. It is no coincidence that only Queen Naomi was allowed to board the Ooni's brand new Gulfstream jets and G700 jet. That aircraft is not just a luxury, it is a symbol of movement, power, and access. When Queen Naomi used it to move her belongings to, Kingston Hyde Mansion in London, the message was clear. The covenant has gone global. Her influence is no longer limited to the palace walls. It stretches into the diaspora. Who there? Who can doubt this? And the palace? Oh, the jealousy has been thick. Some Oloris whisper, others fume in silence, but none can challenge what is spiritually ordained. Palace insiders have confirmed that Queen Naomi now sits at the heart of every royal discussion. Her quarters have been expanded, and adorned with emblem of peace and divine presence. Even the palace guard treads softly around her space. She is no longer just Olori Naomi. She is now regarded as Ayaba Ise Yori. What is Ayaba Ise Yori? I don't know. I may not be spelling and pronouncing that word well. It's spelled Aseyori, okay? Ayaba Ise Yori, okay? The Queen of Fulfillment. That is what Queen Naomi is known as right now. This royal treatment isn't a, sudden decision by the Ooni of Ife. It is the result of a deeper realization. The Ooni of Ife, a custodian of Yoruba tradition and spirituality, understands the sacredness of his union with Queen Naomi. He knows that her presence stabilizes not just his personal world, but the spiritual climate of the palace and the entire kingdom. Queen Naomi is a daughter of fire and oil. She is the bridge between the throne and the divine. Her role is not ornamental, okay? It is functional, spiritual, and, eternal. The Ooni may have otherwise, but in Naomi, he sees legacy. In her, he sees the path to peace, prosperity, and, performance, okay? So when the Ooni chooses her again and again, it's not a matter of affection alone, it's covenant, it's destiny, it's prophecy fulfilled. Delarites, we are witnessing history. We are watching a queen who is not only loved, but, revered by heavens and, earth. Queen Naomi is not just standing. She is reigning in purpose, and the world is finally taking notice. And that is why, you see, it is so difficult to understand the reason why they continue to fight her and fight her and fight her. I know that right now, a lot of people have been on my blog who understand why this fight has continued. And I'm not going to burst your bubble right now. If anybody tells you that the fight has has ended. It may not have ended. I'm sure there is more to come because she carries fire. This woman is prophecy being fulfilled. And they continue to fight and fight and fight and fight. Wait until I tell you, what has been going on. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, my lovely Dela Wright.